So you're fighting yourself. You're fighting a war against what you call as yourself. Now, if we are to think a bit, please do it all you wish. You're only making other people happy because so many people are enjoying other people's misery because they are no longer the only ones doing it, right? Friends, family, maybe, relatives. So many people around you may actually be happy that you're fighting yourself. But if you look back into your childhood, when you were a child, none of these self nonsense that you have nowadays were even a thing to you, right? You didn't have any trouble thinking that you don't have breasts big enough, or your pee isn't big enough, or you're not the right skin, or all sorts of other nonsense that you're probably babbling about and suffering from. See, why fight against yourself? See, the self is something that can change. Who knows what you will be suffering from regarding yourself in 5 years? Social trends are created in a sick society only to keep you separated, only to keep you divided, and not only keep people divided, but keep their opinions divided within. When you speak about the woke culture, it's only another layer of depression and separation, splitting up within you. Because the ones who created it knew that humanity will rise, they will find answers within, and they will become more knowledgeable. So they needed to create an extra layer of pseudo wisdom that you would follow, thinking it is the right path. How can you lead people easier than simply by keeping them confused? When people are confused, well, confusion means you don't have answers, so you will automatically seek answers. Unfortunately, if you're not taught how to have boundaries, the first ones who will provide you some answers that feel even a bit logical, you will follow those fanatically. And, well, it's easier to fool someone than to convince them they have been fooled. For every possible insecurity that you have today, there is an NGO to handle that. Or aka society has a way of making money out of it. Why do you think we invest money in military, in weapons of destruction, right? And in experiments on the psyche and the mind? Why do you think the rich spend billions of dollars on researching the brain? They're interested in how to make even more money. Because your misery is their joy, is their money-making machine. Once you no longer take their poisons, well, they're no longer empowered, because this world lives in one way. Ignore me or love me, but don't, it's like, no, hate me, love me, but don't ignore me. See, everything that you are told to hate, you naturally like. Think about how Putin and other people who are not wanted by the media are making them a great favor because they're telling you to hate them. But in a way, you simply can't, because when you're told not to do something, you're doing more of it, right? Think about religion. For 1000 years, Christianity told people and programmed them that everything about them is bad. Your thoughts are bad, your sexuality is bad, everything about you is bad. And what do we have today? Well, all sorts of insecurities. Well, society has been training perfectly for that because now you've got an NGO to handle every one of these insecurities, troubles, incapabilities, right? Because when you have an insecurity, it means you only have a minor problem. You don't simply know how to handle a part of your energy, right? When you are fighting you, if you have found you as an enemy, I'm here to tell you one little thing. You're never gonna be able to win this war because you are fighting you. You are fighting that which you are. And how can you simply defeat you, who you are? You may simply defeat yourself because the self changes. It is volatile. It simply doesn't matter. Tomorrow you will have a different set of opinions about yourself. If you move from where you are to somewhere else, you'll probably have different people. If they think somewhat differently, in a certain time you will think somewhat differently as well. And you'll have probably more or less other troubles, or other troubles as well, if you haven't come over the ones you currently have. So the point is, why do you think you can win over you? The point is, this is only creating more frustration within you because you're thinking this is a war. See, why do you think this is a war? You can't fight a war against you, right? A war can only be fought against something outside of you, not within you. Because if you're fighting a war against you, you're only using data that you have accumulated from other people, and you're identifying with that data, and you're considering it is your data, but it never has been yours. And then you're using that to flagellate you and create frustration. Society enjoys that, and it gives you frustrations as well. How? Well, distractions. Now that you're suffering, how about distractions? You think it's good. And, well, frustrations create more and more because the problems are still there. You're no longer connected to those, aware of those, because you're distracting yourself. When distractions end, well, you need even more of those, right? You need more of those distractions to run away from frustrations. So this is not a war against you. Well, you are not fighting a war against you. So many others are, through their misery, right? They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to think otherwise. They don't want you to think for yourself, let's say, for you who you are. They don't want you to think for you. They don't want you to be alone. They want you to be trapped in the matrix. Why do you think everyone is focused on the metaverse? They're creating a world that looks so horrible that they want you trapped in a pseudo world that you will embrace as your home. See, you will never fight you who you are. Even if you do, you will never win it. I'm telling you from pure experience. I'm telling it from my own experience. You will never win this war. It will always be a stalemate because you who you are, you can only hurt yourself, but you cannot destroy that which you are. You cannot destroy your inner layers. You may destroy the physical body, but in doing that, well, you are gonna doom yourself for thousands of years, or how much you will require to cure that karma and find another body to get back into this world and try to cure that of the karmic structure that you still have. But ultimately, don't worry much about this. See, some people asked, how can I actually win this war over me? See, what you have in life is not a war against you. You have a lack of meaning. You have a lack of purpose, probably, because the unexamined life is not worth living. That is why you are struggling. Find something that you like. Think about back in the times when you were a child and you were doing things that you liked. You never had problems like social problems or insecurities or the such because you were too pure and fresh for that. Then came the people in your life, the internet, and all sorts of external sources from which you got all sorts of nonsense, and you became unfortunately attached to those as if it is now your one and only reality. So, this being said, obviously, don't think you are fighting you who you are. You're just recycling data that you have accumulated. And this being said, if you find something that gives you a certain sense of pleasure, but it is also elevating you, and it is also in a way helping others, you will find new purpose in life. And if you feel down and you feel that you're not worthy or not good enough, well, learn slightly more each and every day. And each and every day, start your day with a smile. When you feel down, look yourself in the mirror, even if it may find daunting. Even if you find this scary, look yourself in the eyes. Breathe in deeply at least once and tell yourself either loud or, well, in your mind, my time will come. This being said, hopefully this video was introspective enough. Take care, enjoy life, and, well, all this being said, Ferenc Board signing out.